Hello and welcome to another episode of Randy's Paradise. My name is Randy and today it's gonna be different. Our topics revolve around change and decision making, two of the most difficult things in life. First, I'll speak with the International Relations Office about your study abroad. Then I'll talk to the Dean about a renewed strategy. So, for people making the decision right now, I think Thursday or Friday is the deadline for going abroad.
This week?
Yes.
Thank you for telling me.
Oh wait, you need to subscribe too?
Yeah.
So this week is the deadline for going abroad. What advice would you give to people when making the decision?
Yeah, so I think you just have to make a list of what is most important to you, what you want to achieve, such as we listed language, nature, traveling. Then you should look at, do you care if the university has a good reputation or not? Then you need to consider how much money do you want to spend, because in Australia you might spend a lot of money, whereas if you go to Mexico you might end up spending quite a lot less.
What other factors, especially working at the IRO, what things do you see, what are main differences between universities?
Well, they all have different ways of organizing themselves, so what people at the IRO highlight is that things in terms of organization, choosing courses, don't go so smoothly always as at SPE.
Pay attention.
In class or to the courses?
To your subscription. I think mistakes I made was, and I mean, I had a great time. Wherever you go abroad, it's going to be the best time of your student life. That's a given fact. So with the Dean, I'm going to talk a bit about the strategy and the main cost to create a new strategy.
The main driver was the organization itself, the people in the organization and the members of the community, such as students. It's time to re-energize our ideas, to be creative, and it was thus organization-driven, people-driven.
Yeah. Change.
Yeah.
It's going to be a huge change here.
Depends how you look upon it. Yes, change, but we're used to change. We're always been very entrepreneurial. We always try new things first ahead of the others. So it's not that kind of change that will make us feel that we are changing. The major change, I think, that will ensue from the renewed strategy is that we're going to move cheese in order to create more cheese. Why shouldn't we try to change and simplify the organization?
How can we, as the SBE, move forward? Not just faculty, not just alumni, but also students. What could they do?
So first of all, they've already done a lot. A lot of the new strategy, you know that, we presented it yesterday, is based on what the students identified as challenges, nightmares to be avoided, dreams, factors of success, and things we haven't been that good at all up on this point. So that's the bottom line. What can they do? I would very much like to engage with students on themes like assessment. Assessment through an exam is way too narrow. Why do we have this type of exam, and why is this the only measurable way of what we did as students, how we developed ourselves? So I think in the modern world, and there are schools out there that try to do that broaden assessment, that's an initiative that we should engage in. And this also means that the student has got to take his or her responsibility, because he's an active agent in his or her learning process. It is not only about the grades and the exams, it's what can we contribute to, or what can I as a student contribute to my own learning, what can I contribute to the learning of others, and how can I enrich mine and the other, because that's community, learning experience. And this prepares you for the job later on in the world. Because if you think that you can do it all on your own, and that you have to be the smartest in the group, and that this will secure you a successful career, you're wrong.
I know today was different, but I hope you still enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you later.